I don't remember where I even ended it at. Like I was saying, we believe through the Spirit that this unrest that's going to come, because the unrest that's going on now ain't really shit. Ain't really nothing that's going on now with all these riots, all this unrest with the nations and all these fools out here doing their thing. Ain't really nothing that's going to happen until the darkness, till the light turns off, man. And we believe that's going to start, the darkness is going to come by America being hit by what they call an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse. Because you know this place, America, man, it has enemies all across the whole world and within its own self, man. America got enemies, man. So the Most High is saving the best for last, you know? This motherfucking place that is terrorizing the whole world, and mainly this place that is terrorizing the children of Israel. Terrorizing the children of Israel. They gotta pay for it, man. So the Most High is saving the best for last, man. You know? So what I was mentioning before the camera cut off and I had to restart it was, I'm going back and I'm referring to that same scripture, how the scripture said how the wicked still compasseth the righteous about. You know? The wicked. You know? And Matthew 4, when Satan took the Lord up into the high mountain. I'm still on that, man. You know? So it says here, starting at 2 Ezra 9 and 2, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, where there shall be seen earthquakes, which is going on right now, there are earthquakes, there are hundreds of earthquakes on the planet Earth every single day, man. I mean, to the point they, out west, Midwest and out west, they still fearing that some great earthquakes is being predicted that's going to just literally flatten that land, man. You know? Why are they living there then? Stupid. So it says, earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. You know? So really, this uproar we're seeing right now, this sedition amongst men is happening right now, ain't shit compared to when the lights go out. When the lights turn out in Georgia, that's when all hell is going to fucking break loose, man. When you see mobs together, you know, looking to snatch up women, to rape these women, and to murder, the rape and then murder. Yeah, in some cases, these motherfuckers are going to be raping dead bodies, man. Having sex with dead bodies, man. These people are in a gross state of mind. And the closer more the Spirit of the Lord on this earth, the more what comes with it, you know? And what comes with it, wickedness increases, man. And you think these motherfuckers that can bend a fucking German Shepherd over, you think that ain't, you know, that ain't shit to them in this right now. Wait till then, man. You know? It already tells you how in the Bible how these people are into having sex with dead bodies and shit. So don't dismiss it as if it's some crazy talk. These people are already into this crazy, filthy shit, man. That bitch got a fat ass over there, too. One of them days. So it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Spoke of what? He spoke of the prophecies. Shalaka. For like it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and I spoke of some of those wonders, and powerful works, I spoke of some of those powerful works, and endings and effects and signs, and we've been seeing all kind of endings and effects and signs in the stars, with the moon, mainly the moon, and a lot right now, they claim there's a lot of shit going on with the sun, you know, I don't know, whole lot of these comets are coming, one after another, comets, man. You know, how they're predicting, how they're seeing that there's asteroids are on the way. Because they predicted some major asteroid is going to hit, man. You know, don't be surprised if it does, you know. But it's not going to be the end of shit, you know. Just the Most High is just going to use that asteroid to destroy some of the wicked. Just going to show an example of judgment, man. And I kind of hope so. Especially watch that movie, the cartoon One Punch Man. How the girl had psychic powers. She brought the asteroid down and destroyed the dinosaur. I don't know. I just popped in my head. I just remember that, man. You know, Most High, like I said, man, works in mysterious, crazy ways, man. Bugged out ways that'll bug you out, man. You know, so don't be surprised an asteroid come down and do some great damage. I'm not saying it's going. I'm just saying don't be surprised it does. I hope it does happen. You know. So anyway, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, escape by his works. That's by showing example of your faith, by doing the Lord's work on the highways and the byways, man. All these videos that you see the Akim throwing up every day, every week, man. That's an example of that's an example of the man of the Lord, man. That's trying to get the hell out of here by his works, man. You know, because time is short. Time is short. You know, like the scripture says, no days, the days shall be shortened. The book of Matthew, 24th chapter, the days shall be shortened. For who? For the elect's sake, not for the wicked. For the elect's sake, man. These days are being shortened, man. Like I said, time is short, man. It's already April. It's already July, man. Here it is July. You know? Here it is July. The next thing you know, the next thing you turn around is going to be December, man. Hoping not to make it that far. We're hoping destruction come before then, man. We're praying like hell that destruction come before then, man. But regardless, when it comes, it's coming soon. Whether it's the beginning of next year, the end of next year, it's coming soon, man. You know? So we still got plenty of work to do, but still, time is short, man. Time is short. Tells the trip has been over. So it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, which I was mentioning on earlier, how the wicked will do anything to succeed, man. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. Shall dwell in torment, and they will dwell in torment. You know, they will, and they will. And that's a future prophecy, man. The people living in torment, being tortured, being tormented, tortured, man, terrorized. That's a beautiful thing. That's actually a beautiful thought, man. That's actually a beautiful feeling to know that it's coming. That this is the end of the wicked, man, and their prosperity. You know? Go to bed with a wicked thought, wake up with that same fucking wicked thought. Day after day after day. Their countenance thus bears witness against them. Like the scripture says in Ecclesiastes and Sirach. Let me find that. Let me see if I can find that. This is actually kind of amazing if you think about it. Let's find it. Sirach 19. Sirach 19 and 26. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. You know? Someone that hang their head sadly like they mourning and, you know. It's all, these people are clever, man. They all they're doing is just, you know, he's fooling you. That's what the scripture was saying. The Lord said he's fooling you. You know? fallen act. You know? There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. Another example how we were ordered, we're under a commandment to keep away from these people, man. So you won't fall under this trap. Just keep a distance from them. Keep a distance from them. You know? Just stay away from them, man. You have no business hanging out, you know, like the scripture says. A lion has to do, roughly paraphrasing, but a lion and a lamb hanging out together, even though that's going to happen in the kingdom. But right now, a lion to kill that and slaughter that lamb, man. You know? A wolf will slaughter that lamb. I don't even want to refer to as the wicked as a lion, man, because a lion is a beautiful creature, man. The wolf is too, though. So it says, and if for want of power he will hinder from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. A man may be known, and this is my point, a man, somebody that goes to bed and wakes up with the same wicked, evil thoughts, and you're doing it for years and years and years, your whole look changes. You see a wicked man when you're just standing there, man. Even though you never seen that demon commit any foul acts, man, but you can just see a person, just look at him. Oh, man, I won't be caught in the alley with that motherfucker, you know? And that's real talk, man. Like the scripture said, when he findeth opportunity, you know? When he findeth opportunity, that's what an Israelite does, a wicked two-third Israelite. A wicked Israelite Jake, man, that's what they do, man. A man may be known by his look, one that hath understanding. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. So it both ways, you know. That's why the men of the Lord, we actually have a different shine, man. We actually look. That's why a lot of times you find people staring at you, man. You know. We dress different, we act different, man. So you find people staring at you a lot, man. You know? Because we looking different, man. Especially if anything come out of our mouth, man, people definitely going to be looking. People definitely going to be staring. So, it says, by those that have understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. A clown, a goddamn clown. You know? Jake loves acting like a goddamn clown, man. You know, this wisdom, like it is, like it says, man, it's not for a fool, you know. But let me say this much though, it's not for a fool, but that man that receives correction, you know, that's an example of one who the Lord loves, man. You know, that he opens his mind and receives correction. That's the book of Proverbs. Let me show you that. That's Proverbs. You just don't correct yourself. It's the Lord that wakes you up and corrects you, man. You know? It's the Lord. Proverbs 3 and 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. So be not wise in thine own eyes, thinking that you're going to wake yourself up. Thinking you have all the answers, you know. You know, when I woke up, when I first received the truth, I was already, 39, 40 years old, man. You know, which is considered the elder person in this society, you know. Then I felt young like a motherfucker. You know, body all beat up now, man. And that's just part of being in this truth, man. The Lord beats your body up. Esau does his share too. You know? And all that bullshit, all that madness that I thought I knew, that I thought was the truth, that I thought was wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, I cast all that shit aside, man. Because once I found the truth, man, I was slowly being corrected. And you don't correct yourself overnight. It takes time, man. That's a work, man. All that fucked up, all that bullshit we were diving into, man, for years, man. It takes time to wash yourself from all that madness, man. It just takes time, you know. And not that we're perfect now, but in the eyes of the Lord power, man. We're out here doing this work, keeping the truth 100, man. We consider perfect, man. You know, so it says, be not wise in thy own eyes, fear the Lord and depart from evil. And that's another thing when you come into this truth, man. You learn to fear the Lord. You learn to fear the Lord, man. And all he's doing is whooping your ass, cleaning you up, man, washing your hands, washing you of the blood, man, that we shed. There should be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. Here's my point, my son. Despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be worried of his correction. So that you got to keep it going, man. You know, don't just be weak and fall out. Just keep it going, man. It's the Lord working, man. It's the Lord working, you know. It's correct. Like I said, the Lord works in mysterious ways. So the scripture says, neither be worried of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, and that's the beautiful thing about this scripture, for whom the Lord loveth. You know, receiving this truth, doing this work, and still maintaining ourselves even after all this madness we're going through. The Lord is still taking care of us, man. He's still maintaining us, man. After all this shit we're going through, man. You know, for whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth. That's sober. That's a sobering thought right there. Like, damn, man. Like, you know, all that bullshit we've done, man. Even after the mistakes that we still continue to make, man. You know, the Lord still loves us, man. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father, the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, not a scoffer. You don't turn yourself into a goddamn scoffer, man, and make yourself an enemy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, you should be happy, man. So happy is the man that findeth wisdom and the man that getteth understanding. That's a beautiful thing. Happy is, a lot of times I find myself just getting chills, and this is a no lie, man. A lot of times I find myself getting chills, man. Just realizing the position that I'm in, man. And a lot of the brethren, a lot of the positions that the brethren are in. What's up, man? Time of the RFID chip we live in. That's that sign right there. And you know, a lot of people are already getting that shit right now. As we speak, there's a lot of people already receiving that shit, man. And this has been prophesied in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. That it's going to become that time when it's going to become like you can be able to make that conscious choice on your own, you know. But it's going to become that time where it's going to become mandatory to get that, you know. So what would you do? Would you get it? Never.
Ride or die.
Well, that's the thinking you should have. As the Lord said, you receive that chip, you're gonna die anyway. There's gonna be a lot of people that's like you're gonna die anyway. 14. Right? How you know what your children gonna do? You already taught them that? 4? Okay. All right. No chip. That's right. No chip.
Not even a potato chip.
Yeah, this ain't joking matters though, but yeah, it's real. All right, so with that, I'd give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the water for the truth, the water for doing the good knowledge, doing the same, the courage to come out to push this truth and do your work. So next time, Lord willing, shalom.